Welcome back to our coverage of the NFL Draft. Sean Nash here, and joining me today, Jimmy Cavanaugh. Jimmy, first, let's start off with the two big names. First two picks of the draft, the quarterbacks, Andrew Luck out of Stanford and Robert Griffin III out of Baylor. You're going to talk about Andrew Luck first, so what were his strengths in college? Looking forward to the pros.
We have positives to look at with Andrew Luck, Sean. First of all, this is a guy who has ridiculous arm strength and ridiculous mental strength. This is a guy who played in a pro-style offense under both Jim Harbaugh and David Shaw. He has the ability to audible at the line of scrimmage. He knows what he's doing there. He's played with two tight ends. He's played with wide receivers. He knows the ins and outs of the offense that he's going to run. He's also shown himself to be a solid leader, a very capable mental player off the field as well, somebody who can gain the respect of his teammates in the huddle with leadership. He's really the total package here.
And looking at Robert Griffin III, he's definitely a world-class athlete. People forget, or many don't know, that he actually tried out for the Olympic trials as a sprinter. Many people don't know how that will translate into the NFL, where just about every player is very fast, very strong. But don't sell Robert Griffin's intelligence short. He graduated from college in 3 years, so definitely a smart player, incredible arm strength, and compared to Luck, he doesn't have as much pressure on him. Luck's going in expecting to be the next Peyton Manning. Griffin's going into a situation with the Redskins where they haven't had a good quarterback for the past decade and a half. They've had 16 quarterbacks, I believe, in the past 10 years starting for them, unlike the Colts where they've had one quarterback for 15 years.
And that's why it's kind of hard to pinpoint the weaknesses that Andrew Luck might have. Because if you're looking at him as a prospect, he really doesn't have shortcomings. The only one that I can see is the difficulty in coming into Indianapolis following a guy that many consider to be the greatest quarterback of all time. Andrew Luck could be Ben Roethlisberger, he could be Eli Manning, and he still would not be as good as the guy he's following. That's not something that Robert Griffin has to worry about, which might be a good thing considering that Robert Griffin is somebody who has some more shortcomings than Andrew Luck does.
And Griffin's definitely actually stepping into a harder division, I believe, going into the NFC East, where you're going up against Eli Manning and the defending Super Bowl champion Giants. You're going up against Tony Romo and the Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. All three of those teams believe they can be playing in the Super Bowl in New Orleans this year. You have Dan Snyder, who's willing to spend a lot of money with the Redskins, but as we've seen in years past, his moves aren't necessarily the best and they don't necessarily work out. And plus he's got Kirk Cousins now. The Redskins drafted him, so maybe they're trying to throw, something in the Robert's head where you don't have this spot automatically. We drafted another quarterback in the 4th round, so you better step it up and play well, or you could find yourself on the bench.
And Sean, good decisions have never been the forte of the Redskins front office. They get Robert Griffin thrown into their laps and they go with Kirk Cousins, but that's another story.
That's it for our quarterback talk of the NFL Draft. For Jimmy Cavanaugh, I'm Sean Nash. Signing off. We'll be back in a few minutes with wide receiver talk of the NFL Draft.